My name is Engineer Adedeji Doherty. I'm a former state chairman of the People's Democratic Party Lagos State Chapter. I was also the chairman of the Presidential Campaign Council for 2023. I've also been an aspirant in the People's Democratic Party for the position of governor a couple of times. And I've also had positions also at the zonal level. I was the financial secretary, I was the organizing secretary, and also acting vice chairman of the Southwest Zone.
Looking at the People's Democratic Party, they are doing mass defection from the party. Is this not a dent for your party, the main opposition party here in Nigeria?
Well, definitely, with all honesty and for us to be quite truthful, it is definitely a dent. It is expected. It is something that has been self-inflicted by us and the way we've carried out or managed the party so far. And I think everybody has his own share of blame, you understand? So I believe that yes, it is a minus for the party. That quite a lot of people have defected from the party, especially our governors.
Let's look at the possible reason. What are the responsibilities? What is the responsibility for this defection from PDP, and how will your party overcome this?
Well, I think the main reason that I can see, because it's not something that has just started today, it's something that has happened over time. And you know, we should look at this in two different ways. For instance, PDP is the major political party that you have in Nigeria, either in seat of government or, you know, as an opposition. You understand? And the truth is this: democracy is evolving in this country. We're only 25 years old, or 25 years plus. So the different mistakes that managers of the party will make will first be made in PDP before it is made in any other party. So it is a call to all other political parties that your continuous refusal to adhere to the party constitution will end up the way, you know, will end up with the kind of problems that PDP has today, where there's not much coherence, and and where some people are not subjected to the rules and terms and conditions of the Constitution, while others are. This is what happens. Where you have imposition of candidates in different states, when there are people that create, that work for the party, that invest in the party, you understand? Then this is kind of thing that happens where there is no internal democracy, or where internal democracy is not the watchword of the political party. Then this is where it ends up. You understand? So it is quite unfortunate. I think we need to take responsibility for whatever position that we are finding ourselves today. And I think the most important thing for us to do is to look at the problems of the party. How did we ask that question, how did we get to where we are? The party is supreme. But was that what we followed? Did we all follow the Constitution? Did we follow internal democracy in our dealings? And I'm talking really to the party managers. I'm talking really to those in Wadata. I'm talking really to the office of the NOS. I'm talking really to the office of the Director of Mobilization and Organization. Where selectively you can manipulate things and turn things around according to what your group or your paymaster or whoever you want to call it tells you to do. This is where it leads, and that is why we are where we are today.
Now let's go into the next part of it. As the disagreement over the National Secretary of PDP finally settled, after Senator Anyanwu was approved for its position by the NEC of PDP.
Yes, you see, unfortunately, what was done yesterday should have been done months ago, even sometime last year. But you have some leaders, both in the BOT and even some governors, that were drumming beating the drums of war. You understand? And they know the Constitution. They know the Constitution. You understand? So what happened yesterday is the right step in the right direction. It could have come earlier, but it's rather late than never. You understand? But at the same time, I hope that the office of the secretary would not be eroded on the head of Sam Anyanwu. You understand? Let him do his job freely. He was voted into that position, and I believe that he should be on seat in that position without fear or favor from anybody.
Let's look at the 2027 election. That kind of, though it looks far, but it's closer than we imagine. Will PDP get itself together and be a formidable force ahead of the general election 2027?
Well, definitely the People's Democratic Party always has a way. It's maybe God-given, or it's just the grace that PDP enjoys in this democratic dispensation. You understand? We have a way of aligning and synchronizing ourselves when it comes to electioneering, or when the period of election comes in. You understand? And I believe that has been working for the PDP for a while, and it now depends on timing. You understand? PDP has the capacity to withstand any kind of tsunami at all. Believe me, one way or the other, we have that. You understand? No matter how bad it looks, PDP will still have a very good showing in any election. You understand? Because those that are PDP are core PDP. You understand? I haven't been happy in PDP for a while, but I'm still in PDP. Some people can't just stand being unhappy for 1 month, and they will decide to leave and jump ship. I haven't. But at the end of the day, I think that the sooner we get our act together, which we have started, the sooner we address a lot of issues in different states, including Lagos State, I must say. Because at the end of the day, because of this feud, people have stood up to lie on others, to create, to conclude congresses that were illegally done. And, some people have emerged that are not supposed to have emerged. You understand? So this rancor had trickled down even to various states. You understand? And if those issues are not addressed, some people were screened out of elections, some people were screened out for wrongful reasons, for petty reasons. You understand? So when if you do not address these issues, yes, the one at the top has been addressed. The ones below at the state levels must be addressed. If they are not addressed, then I'm not sure of how our outing will be in 2027.
Local government and LCD elections are just a few days, let's say like 11 days.
Yeah.
So what should what should the grassroots people expect from PDP?
Well, you know, to be all honest with you, even when I was state chairman, we fielded close to about 400 and something candidates. 370, I think, for the councillors, and then 57, I think, for the chairmanship seats. Now, take this. You are contesting against me, but I'm the one selling forms to you, so you are bringing your money to me. That's number one. Number two, I'm the one that's going to screen your own candidates, and I'm contesting against you. You understand? You know, that is what we are talking about, that even in PDP Lagos State, the leaders are not sitting down to fight the real fight. They are busy looking for candidates, they are aspirants, they are busy trying to put their men in positions, they are busy trying to harass the state chairman and his ESCO, whereas the real job, and I'm talking directly to Chief Bode George, the real job is for you to fight INEC as a statesman. It's for you to fight LASEC, to fight the National Assembly. Go and do a presentation to the National Assembly that it is wrong for a local government election to take place. And you that are supposed to be a contestant, you are the umpire. Now, what sense does it make? It does not make sense at all. It is a futile exercise. It is even what I call 419. The EFCC should even pick some people on this, because this is strictly a 419 case. It does not make sense at all. When I was state chairman, I looked at it very critically. I planned everything. I planned a strategy to win. But at the end of the day, I now found out that why would I be paying for forms to the person I'm competing with? That's number one. Then number two, how come he's the umpire? How come they are the ones that nominated the chairman of LASEC? The chairman of LASEC is an APC member. All those in LASEC are APC members. And they are the ones that are going to screen those that are going to fight them. Our leaders in Lagos State are sleeping. You understand? Sorry to say, with all due respect to them. You understand? I think it is time for them to really sit back and assess the situation, assess what they are doing. They've already... I joined the PDP at the age of 38. I'm 63. You understand? We're already moving out of the scene. You have governors that are 40, 50, thereabouts. You understand? So I think the likes of Chief Bode George, Mrs. Minor, Dr. Gukelu, and most of those leaders should really take stock of what they have achieved in the party. You understand what they have achieved for the youths in the party. What kind of legacy do they want to leave? Because they are all in their 80s and 90s now. You understand? So I think it's very important that they look into this. What is their strategy for these youths to win election? What is their strategy for them to win the local government election? You know, rather than go take money from governors and say you want to do election or that you know you are going to lose, and then you know, nothing happens. You know, the money just goes into thin air. And these kids have sweated because they believe in the leaders. They've sweated to get forms. They've raised money they don't even have to get forms. You understand? And to pay LASEC. Who is LASEC? LASEC is APC. You understand? And they are the ones that are going to be the umpires on that day. So what do you expect? You want them to now write that you won an election, even if you won? Are they going to write it there that you won that election? That would be the day. APC does not usually believe in election. So I would like to see what's going to happen. But good luck to our people in PDP. You know, that's the best I can say. But, you know, we need to face reality. And we need to face reality. If this democracy is going to work, let it work. If this democracy isn't going to work, then let us shove the democracy aside. As far as I can see, up till today, I don't think democracy is working the way it's supposed to work in Nigeria. Believe me. And I think a lot of other people will also look at it. We don't have to kill ourselves. We don't have to name ourselves. We don't have to call ourselves names. This should just be one man, one vote. But those that started the one man, one vote are the ones that are defying the one man, one vote mantra. That's all I can say for now.
Okay, now, your charge to contestants at the poll a few days, 11 days to go. And then another thing, your charge to members of the public.
Well, what I will say to members of the public is that Lagos State needs to open a new chapter. And it's only the people that can help Lagos State open that chapter. You understand? Our people are going to the polls. Candidates are going to be at the polls. It is now left to the people to not to only vote, but to secure their votes. This time around, in voting, both at the national level and at the state level, it is now defend your votes. It's no more voting, because we have seen in the last election that once everybody votes, then the ruling party will definitely lose an election. It is when you vote and then you don't defend your vote, that is when the ruling party has the upper hand during the day. You understand? So the most important thing is to defend your vote up to the last minute and up to the last man. So my advice to the people of Lagos State and also to the contestants is that galvanize your people, let them vote for you, but make sure that you put the machinery in place to defend your votes up to the collating center and to the time you are announced. Do not do not take it that you have to go to court. No, make sure that you fight everything on the field there to make sure that the authentic result is what is announced. Thank you.
Your name once again.
My name is Engineer Adedeji Doherty. I'm a member of the People's Democratic Party, Lagos State Chapter. Thank you.